everyone, welcome back to the part 2 of the Indian Constitution. So in this video today we will discuss about the purposes of the Indian Constitution and the key features of the Indian Constitution. So without wasting much time, let's begin with the purposes of the Indian Constitution. So the very first purpose of the Constitution is it serves as a set of rules and principles that all the persons of a country can agree upon. So, the Constitution serves as a set of rules and principles or ideals that every persons of a country or all the people living in a country can agree upon. The second important purpose of the Constitution is to define the nature of a country's political system. So, the second purpose of the Constitution is to define the country's political system. What kind of a political system a country will have, it will be stated by the Constitution. Number 3, we have the third significant purpose of the Constitution is to save us from ourselves. Now, what does that mean? To save us from ourselves? You might find the point a bit of strange, yes? But actually it is not strange. The meaning of it is that to save us from ourselves, that sometime a leader might take a decision that might go or that might have an adverse effect, okay, that might have an adverse effect on the larger principles that the country believes in. So in such a case, the Constitution will act as a safeguard, okay, it will act as a safeguard, it will protect us from taking such decisions. So number 3, we have the significant purpose of the Constitution is to save us from ourselves. That is, the Constitution helps us to protect us against taking certain decisions that might have adverse effect at the larger principles that the country believes in. Okay, so now coming to the third, that is the separation of power. Here we have, in the separation of power, according to the Constitution, there are 3 organs. That is, the Legislature, the Executive and the Judiciary. So, Legislature. Now, who is the Legislature? The elected representatives are the Legislature. The elected representatives are the Legislature. Then second, we have the Executive. So, executive, it is the small group of people responsible for implementing the laws and running the government. So, the executive is a small group of people who are responsible for running the government and implementing the laws. And then we have the judiciary, okay. So, the judiciary, it refers to the system of courts in the country. So, it refers to the system of courts in the country. And in order to prevent the misuse of power by one branch, the Constitution says that each organs should exercise their power differently. Okay? Okay, so now the fourth feature of the Indian Constitution is the fundamental rights. So in part 3 of the Constitution, you will find the fundamental rights. So earlier there were 7 fundamental rights, but after the 42nd amendment, the right to property have been deleted, okay, it got deleted and it became a legal right under Article 300A. So under Article 300A, the right to property became a legal right. So now let us discuss about the 6 fundamental rights. So number 1, we have the right to equality. So the right to equality comes under the Article 14 to 18. So under right to equality, every person is equal before the law, whether he is rich, poor. So we have number 1 fundamental right, that is the right to equality. So the right to equality comes under Article 14 and 18, okay. So the right to equality, now what do you mean by the right to equality? So right to equality means all the people are equal before the law. No one can discriminate anyone because irrespective of his caste, creed, color, gender, etc. Okay, and every person, every people has the right to go to the public places. You know, the public places like the hospitals, temples, yes, the malls, markets, you know, everyone can go everywhere. So under right to equality, all the people are equal before the law. Next we have the right to freedom. So under the right to freedom comes under the article 19 to 22. So under the right to freedom, what we have? We have the freedom to speech. We have the freedom of speech. We have the freedom to live in a country. We have the freedom to move freely in a country. We have the freedom to choose any profession. We have the freedom to practice our own religion. Okay. Next we have the right against exploitation. So the right against exploitation comes under article 23 to 24. So under this article, the right against exploitation, no one can force a child to work, under the age of 14. If a child, he is under the age of 14, you cannot force him or her to work. Okay. Next we have the right to freedom of religion. So what do you mean by the right to freedom of religion? The right to freedom of religion means you have the right to, practice your own religion, or you can practice any religion of your own choice. No one can stop you or no one can tell you cannot. Okay. Next we have the cultural and educational rights. So the cultural and educational rights give you the right to set up your own educational institution to preserve your culture or to preserve your religion. And the last one, we have the right to constitutional remedies, which comes in Article 32. Now this is a very important right, that is the right to constitutional remedies. Now why it is very important, I have said? It is very important because if you feel that any one of these rights have been violated, then you have the right to go to the court and file a case against it. Okay. So this right to constitutional remedies give you the right to go to the court if you feel that any one of the rights have been violated. So the last feature of the Indian Constitution is secularism. Okay. So what is secularism? It is in a very simple way. I'm just gonna tell you. Secularism means that the state which does not have officially promote any one religion as the state religion. Okay. Secularism means that the state, the particular state or the particular country will not have any one official religion. Okay, in India we don't have any one official religion. We are a secular country, isn't it? We have different religion practicing here. We have. So secularism, in a very simple language, it is a secular state is one in which the state does not officially promote any one religion as the state religion. Okay. So thank you everyone and see you in the next class.